Check it. Hey yo, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. We also look at Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. We're checking out the receipts from this weekend's video because these predictions were highly accurate, like I said they would be. And we're also going to give you the technical analysis and fundamentals that you need to know as a trader and investor looking forward into the future for the rest of this week. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. Let's waste no more time and hop into the charts, the facts, the data. Let's go. All right, guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. We're going to be looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the meme stocks in this video, going over the receipts from this weekend's video, and of course, giving you guys the technical analysis and predictions that you need to know as a trader and investor. So we did talk about Bitcoin breaking above $52,500 and making an explosive movement to the upside in the video over this weekend, and that is exactly what we've seen. And we also talked about a head and shoulders starting to form on SPY, and that is what we have playing out right now. Let's go ahead and check out those receipts just so everybody can be very clear on where we stand. You guys can see that I kind of have this yellow line here showing you guys that support and resistance here. Now, Bitcoin has a critical level that if it breaks above, you're going to see a decent pop to the upside. What is that level? That level is $52,500. If we see Bitcoin break above $52,500 and using that as support, you're going to see a big move to the upside. So what do I mean by using it as support? You need to see Bitcoin's price go above that level of $52,500 and use it as support. And that is the exact move that we did see from BTC coming out on Monday or Tuesday, which I did also mention in that video, saying that this move would probably happen on Monday or Tuesday. You guys can see a big move to the upside to $54,900 on BTC. Absolutely explosive movement. Now, BTC is outside of the bands and RSI is overbought, so I am expecting a slight pullback, but if BTC breaks above $55,000, you could see $60,000 here on Bitcoin a lot sooner than people are expecting. Now, again, we are outside of the bands and overbought, so if we did see a pullback or correction to the downside, I would not be surprised, but Bitcoin making that explosive movement to the upside after breaking $52,500, like I did say. We also talked about Ethereum in that same video breaking above 3,000, and Ethereum did just that, breaking above 3,000 and moving to the upside. So we did get that call correctly as well, telling that once Ethereum broke above 3,000, it would make a decent move to the upside. Ethereum popping to about $3,198 per coin. Now, I do think Bitcoin is going to go to about all-time highs and about $80,000 here by the end of the year. So if that does happen, you heard that here first. And as you guys can see, you need to press subscribe because this technical analysis is extremely accurate, and you need to watch each and every video because they are time sensitive as these moves do occur very, very rapidly, and they seem to be very, very on point. We also talked about in that video SPY going into a head and shoulders. Feel that gap, like I was saying here just a little bit ago, possibly forming a head and shoulders. As you guys can see, right here is your shoulder, right here is your head. If we do pop back to the upside, which I think SPY is going to do, I think it's going to come back up and retest about 508 and then get rejected. If this is what does play out here, and you guys can see that is almost exactly what we've seen. I talked about 508, 509 a little bit later in the video, and you guys can see we did pop up to about 509 and then get rejected and start moving back down towards that gap fill, which is exactly what we're seeing with the invert, with the head and shoulders starting to play out. Now, we are forming an overall falling wedge, so I do want to show you guys that. We have this head and shoulders right here, that pattern right here starting to play out, but we are forming an overall falling wedge. So what I'm expecting for SPY now is SPY to start moving back down towards about 505, probably finding support about 505, 504, and then potentially getting a bounce in that range. We do have a price target in the Discord, and if you want to get the official trades in the Discord, which is SPY puts right now, if you want all the technicals and details for those trades that come out each and every week, you got to hit me up on my email. The Discord is going up right now. It is only a low price at $50 for a lifetime invite, literally paying for itself within the first trade, depending on how much you put into the first trade. But my trades are 100% accuracy in the Discord right right now. Not one of them has missed. So again, the price is going up to at least $150. So if you want to get into the price before the price goes up, you got to hit me up on my email, DataZeroOfficial5. It's in the description of this video. Just say, hey, I want to join the Discord, and I will get you in. And all you got to do is make payment via PayPal or Cash App. And then once you do, I'll send you the link. It's as easy as that. Again, exclusive technical analysis, research, and news inside of the Discord. But guys, we're forming this overall falling wedge. I do think we're going to see a price movement to the downside. Basically, for the rest of this week, it is looking pretty bearish based off of the news that we're coming out. Durable goods looks like it's going to be low. GDP looks like it's going to be low. And these are both bearish hits on Tuesday and Wednesday for SPY. So I am expecting a continuation to the downside. Now, we do have this falling wedge. This falling wedge could take us to about 505, 503 before seeing a bounce to the upside. I'm expecting us to see some downside here in pre-market tomorrow. Then once the market opens, probably see a pop to the upside, probably come up to about 505, 506, then see a rejection. If SPY breaks above 506.98 and breaks back above that, that's going to be a sign for possible reversal movement to the upside. You want to see if this level remains support or resistance. If it remains resistance, you're going to see continuation to the downside. If this falling wedge remains in play, you're going to see continuation to the downside to about 503 before seeing a bounce to the upside. But overall, I am thinking SPY is going to see bearish momentum tomorrow and move to the downside here again in pre-market, moving to the downside and then possibly getting a pop to the upside in the later half of the day here tomorrow, if it does get a pop to the upside at all. And again, I will be live giving you guys the technicals and news as it does drop, so tune in for that around 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on this channel. So let's go ahead and show you guys what's going on for the meme stocks. That's basically what I have for the overall market and what's going on. We still are in extreme greed, which shows we're closer to a top than a bottom. We also have RSI extremely high on the overall time frames, which shows we're closer to a top than a bottom, and we're starting to form things like head and shoulders and make massive leaps to the upside with very little support and resistance to the downside, showing that we're set up for a massive correction, in my personal opinion, once we do start to top out. And with patterns like this, it could be a lot sooner than people are expecting, especially once the tech and semiconductors start to pull back, because that's the only thing holding up the market. And I believe the market is being propped up basically like a house of cards at this point. That's basically everything I have for the stock and crypto market. Let's go ahead and go to the meme stocks and show you guys what's going on for the meme stocks and then wrap up this video. So right now we have about 900,000 shares available to borrow for AMC. And as far as GME is concerned, we have about 250,000 shares available to borrow for GME. Now, this could change as early as tomorrow morning. I want to show you guys what's going on for AMC based off of what we're checking here. So for AMC needs to break above $4.50. We got to stay above that level. That is the only way we're breaking out of this bull flag. What I'm expecting to happen tomorrow is actually some retest of these lower levels. If we can wake up in the morning and get a burst to the upside and break above $4.50, that's going to be great. But I'm actually expecting is a retest of these lower levels like this down to about $4.40, using that as support, then seeing a pop to the upside. If we have another day of consolidation, that's fine. But again, we still are in a very, very heavy danger zone, because if we cannot break above $4.50, you're going to see a move down to about $4, okay? I talked about this. It's going to be a move into $4. Now, we also talked about AMC earnings, okay? AMC earnings is coming out the 28th. I do believe that when a stock trends down in the earnings, it normally reverses and trends up after earnings. I believe that AMC is actually going to possibly see a rally after earnings. No matter what happens, I believe that the numbers are going to be so definitive, so good. I believe they're going to be that good. Taylor Swift, the popcorn business has been thriving. Everything is going good. The box office is up and running. We're having good movies. I believe that we are going to see explosive numbers. And like I said before on my last video, we've had beat after beat after beat after beat. If we have another one, short thesis is literally dead. It's literally dead. No matter what Adam Aaron can say to Stealth Momentum, I believe that the numbers are going to speak for themselves. And even if you think they are not paying attention to the numbers, they are paying attention to the numbers. These people invest off of fundamentals. That's why they got into the short position in the first place, because they are fundamental based investors. That's how they think. That's how they move. They are looking at the fundamentals. They are looking at balance sheets. That's how they put their money into things. That's what they are using to determine. Now, there is a possibility of a slight bear flag on AMC. So right down here would be your drop down. This upwards trend movement, if we did see that, that would be the bear flag, and that would have us play out to about $4.40, maybe $4.36, finding support in one of those ranges. Again, if we cannot break above $4.50, you're going to see a move down to about $4. Then we will get a pop to the upside after we come down to about $4. This sloping resistance is still in play. As you guys can see, the sloping resistance is still in play. We did not break above it today. We tried to break above it and we got rejected. We're going to have one more chance tomorrow. If we don't break above it tomorrow, then we're definitely moving down to that $4 level. Now, as far as what we're seeing on TradingView, okay, TradingView is a little bit more concise. What I'm seeing on Webull does not disturb me, because I think we could find a bottom off of $4.50 and move up, because AMC does indeed look bullish that we might not have to go down to that $4 level. Again, $4.50 is the level we need to break above to make that not happen. But we have a ton of buy orders down here. If you guys see all this green, that's all buy orders, okay? That's all buy orders. And what else TradingView is showing us? That we actually broke out and we're now retesting. If we can get a bounce off of $4.40 and hold that level and move back towards $4.50, that's confirming the bull flag. Tomorrow's going to be huge for AMC stock. You guys want to tune into the live stream, because it's going to be absolutely huge, because if we do get that break, we're going to start moving towards $5 if we do break that. It's going to be $4.80, $5, around that range if we do get this break out of this bull flag. And that's going to be absolutely insane, especially if we can do it like a day before earnings. I'm thinking we're going to see a continuation to the uptrend. I know a lot of people are worried about earnings, but me personally, I actually think it's going to be good for us, in my personal opinion. And if all of this does play out, it's going to form a nasty inverse head and shoulders. Right here's your shoulder, right here's your head, right here's your second shoulder, and that would be a nasty bottoming pattern for AMC stock. So again, I believe that the bottom is in at that $3.58 level. I believe that the bottom is currently forming. I believe that we are going to make a higher low, which confirms the bottom is forming, and I believe that we're about to see a continuation of this uptrend, this overall uptrend from $3.58 that we've been in. I believe that that is going to continue, especially once we break out of this bull flag and start forming the second shoulder of this inverse head and shoulders. So that's what I'm looking at for AMC, the critical levels and support that you need to know. Again, tune in for live predictions and updates as they do become available. Now, last but not least, let's focus on GameStop and then wrap up this video. GameStop potentially breaking out of a massive falling wedge. As you guys can see, we are sitting right on the edge of this wedge, and that's what also gives me hope for AMC stock of breaking out as well, because we're sitting right on the edge of this wedge. If GameStop can remain above about $13.55, maybe even retesting that here tomorrow morning, and I'll show you what that would look like, basically staying flat pre-market. And again, my predictions from earlier tracked very, very well today. So if you want to tune in to see if these track, go ahead and tune in. I don't want to go that far out on GameStop, because that's pretty much a whole day's worth of prediction. That's going to be very hard to get extremely accurate. But I do think we could see a movement to the downside, retesting this lower level, bouncing off of the falling wedge, which would then lead us to a pop to the upside. If you look at what's going on the MACD, we got green MACD here, we got green MACD here, and we got green MACD here. These are all very, very bullish signs. Bollinger Bands constricting. It looks like we're about to break out of a wedge, in my personal opinion. And you guys can see the alligator starting to curl up. You guys can see the alligator curling bullish here. These are all very, very bullish signs for a continuation upside for GME stock. We found our bottom here off of $13.12. We got this buy signal here on the super trend. Again, bullish signals for both AMC and GME. You guys can see that AMC got a buy signal as well, but we're working on a 2-hour buy signal. If we go as high as the daily, you guys can see we have a daily buy signal. When in doubt, zoom out. All of these gaps are going to get filled. If that inverse head and shoulder starts playing out, that would be a beautiful setup to start going up to fill those gap fills for AMC stock. If GME stock breaks out of this falling wedge, that's a beautiful setup to head back towards to $18. And if GameStop breaks $18, it's going to go absolutely flying. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have decent setups for tomorrow, so you want to tune in to make sure these do play out. Again, support and resistance for GameStop, it needs to stay above at least $13.50. AMC, we want to stay above $4.40. We really want to be above $4.50 to confirm the breakout, and it's going to be absolutely huge tomorrow for what we are witnessing. Again, these technical setups are extreme, and then we do have the head and shoulders playing out on SPY as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the video. These are all of your technical setups for our favorite meme stocks in the overall crypto market and stock market. If you found the video informative, go ahead and drop a like and press subscribe for more content like this, and let me know in the comments down below if you did watch the end of the video. Just say, hey, I watched to the end, or leave a comment to let me know that you watched the end, and I appreciate each and every one of you that did. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like and press subscribe for more content like this. And I appreciate you if you watch the end of this video to see this message. As always, y'all, I hope you have a great rest of your evening, day, or night whenever you're watching this. And stay safe. Make money. Peace out.